If you have ever caught yourself worrying about your child's weight, their eating habits, their body, their health, their future, and you felt that whole swirl starting up of like, what the hell am I doing here? Am I even doing it right? Well, you're at the right place at exactly the right time. Not because there's something broken, not because something needs to be fixed, but because there's something that's about to be very different. Welcome to Family in Focus. I'm Dr. Wendy Schofer, the pediatrician helping parents lead meaningful change without harm. Here we focus on the connection and practical shifts that help families thrive at every size. Let's get started. I'm so glad you're here with me. Oh my gosh. So if we aren't acquainted yet, hi, I'm Dr. Wendy Schofer. I am the pediatrician helping entire families create stronger relationships with food, body, and especially each other. Y'all, this is eating disorder prevention. And it's really in an age where this is so very needed, where kids are growing up in a body-focused world. And so today we're going to start back at the very beginning, quite honestly, because a whole bunch of you are just now discovering Family in Focus, and I want to make sure that we've got a really solid foundation. A parent just like you discovers me. Well, maybe it's on the TikTok, maybe it's on YouTube, the socials, a referral from their physician, or in one case, while sharing Instagram feeds with a new friend on an airline. Yeah, totally true story. But you're a parent and you come and you're just exhausted. You're worried. You've tried everything. You've tried hiding the snacks. You've tried letting it be free for all. You've tried counting the servings, doing the whole thing about, like just two more bites. You've read all the articles, all the books, and bought that fancy pants bento box. You're like, how the heck do I clean this in my dishwasher? Yeah, got that. So, and still, you're finding yourself saying some version of, I'm doing all of this, and it's still not working. What am I missing? My kid is still growing too fast or eating too much or too fast. I'm worried about their relationships with food. And by the way, our relationship is strained now. And you may very well still be reeling from the shame, the restriction, the strained relationships that you've had with your own food and body your whole life. So I get it. I really do, because I've been there myself, in my own home, in my own kitchen, in my own experiences and relationship with my body. So within Family in Focus, this isn't about a lecture. This is most definitely not some kind of like Insta perfection AI generated BS where you're like, oh, this is what I strive for. Oh my God. No, none of that. This is real. This is real changes for real families. And yes, I'm a pediatrician. I've been in practice for well over 20 years. I've been parenting for well over 20 years. And I say enough to all of these stories that I've experienced, that I've also heard of parents who feel like they're failing their children when we find candy wrappers squirreled away, when we see our children's growth curves, when we see how our children are eating and developing, and we're like, what's going on here? And I'm going to acknowledge that my kids will be the first to tell you that I am not perfect, not by any stretch of the imagination. I have not done this perfectly. No, not at all. And yet, it's about creating the changes that we want for our families to heal. And that's what I've been practicing. And that's what I'm sharing here for families to be able to heal and to build stronger relationships and then be able to share that with our own families and then with others that we love. That's exactly what Family in Focus was born of. So I want to just slow this down for a minute and really kind of look at the patterns. And that's really what I'm noticing. over and over again, it's a pattern. All of our parental efforts, all of the trying, all of the things that we're trying to do for our kids, it's all pointed at the food, the portions, the behavior. So, like trying to get them off the couch, off the screens. And meanwhile, the thing that actually builds lifelong healthy habits is really being missed entirely. Because here's what your child actually needs, what your child actually needs. And it remarkably does not focus on a number on the scale. If you have found yourself judging your health or the progress that you're making based on the number on the scale, or maybe like the size of your jeans from 20 years ago, that you're like, oh, I want to be back there. Well, you know that that focus, it doesn't just linger. It really becomes a companion voice, one that's just kind of like living between your ears all the time. And I call that the voice of weight noise. Now, you may have very well heard about food noise, but I think we also have to acknowledge the amount of dialogue or noise that we have about our weight. And what we're really doing here is calling out that there's so much focus on the body, on the scale, so much noise about our bodies and our weight that we need to turn that down. We need to turn it down so that we can actually turn up the voices that we want to hear of belonging, of becoming, of growth and learning as we're continuing to grow together. So you're a parent who doesn't want to repeat the shame and the restriction that you grew up with. And maybe you're finding that you're using some ineffective tools right now. They sound like all the eat less, move more, focus on everything that your child does kind of approach. Yeah, not effective. You want to create stronger relationships with food and body, and yet nobody is really focusing on what that actually means, let alone how to do it. So that's why I want to welcome you to Family in Focus. This is eating disorder prevention in a world that is all about telling us that we need to change in order to fit in, to belong, and to, oh, big air quotes here, be healthy. And let's be honest, what we really need is to change our approach to health, one relationship, one emotional skill at a time. So that's what we're going to be doing here. We're going to be building social emotional skills. We're going to be really understanding stress and coping strategies for you as a parent first. First, I know you're worried about your child. You'll do anything to help your child. And it first comes down to making sure that you have the skills that you need for yourself. And then that is what benefits or ripples out to your children so that they can benefit. And let's be honest, I mean, we can all really benefit from some good stress relief. But we've also been practicing a lifetime of strategies that are based in diet culture and, yeah, simply not working anymore. So now it's time to change the approach for you and for your child. If you're like, yeah, hey, I'm really just concerned about my kid. Thank you very much. I'm not the one that needs help. It's my kid. Okay, you're in the right place too. Because again, if we're going to be honest, everyone has been telling you how to change their portions, their access to food, their movement, and it is not working. Your kid isn't the problem. Their body is not the problem. The approach is. And changing the approach means starting with you. So I am so very glad you are here. You're going to hear a lot of talk about experiments within all of the work that we do together here within Family in Focus. And so I want to offer you your first experiment. It is so simple, it's practically done already. Are you ready? If you were the only one who believed your child is whole and perfect as they are right now, would you speak up and let them know it? Do it today. Like, let them know how you see them and you love them as they are. That's it. There's no additional plans. It's just one sentence to your kid. And this is really where the whole thing starts. It could be a heartfelt, I love you, or you make my world better. Or as I honestly just said just a few minutes ago, I may have shouted it. You have got to take that amazing energy of yours out of here, out of my house right now, and go enjoy it outside. Hey, listen, there's no perfect words here. And we're not trying to find some kind of like unicorn, fake kind of world. We're just trying to keep this real and finding a way to be able to say to your child, I see you and you are amazeballs, kiddo. Like, totally. I love you as you are. Note that there's no need to comment on bodies, portions, shapes, or even changes. You can be the one person who sees your child exactly as they are. Yeah, and even if they can take that amazing energy and volume outside for a bit for my own sanity. Again, keeping it real. So this is the home base. This is where we start, and it's where you can always come back to. Finding what works, finding what is it that we want to create more of. And we're going to be making that connection and relationship real and tangible for you and your family so that it's not just about focusing on the scale and the perfect plans. We're focusing on relationships. Your child gets to feel like they belong exactly as they are, exactly as they are. And you get to be the one who tells them so. You get to be the one who sees them and lets them be and feel seen. That's creating change without harm. That is where it all starts because we're focusing on the relationship. And this is the movement that we're creating, one family at a time. And you've already started it here today. So again, here's your one small step. And it's the same as your experiment because I really mean it. I really mean it. So today, just share with your child how you see them. Let them know that you love them as they are right now, right here today. And yeah, share with me. Share with me. I love hearing from you. So, how is your child amazing right now? Leave a comment or check out my email. It's in the show notes and send it on over to me. I read every one. This is something where we get to build a dialogue together. We're building a relationship here too. So if you're listening and realizing that you want more now, well, this is how to keep on going. So this is exactly why Family in Focus exists, so that you can continue to apply all of this learning and teaching in your unique home, your unique life. Let's make it work for you. This isn't some plan off a shelf. This is something that needs to be tailored to you. So check out the show notes and learn so much more about how we can work together. Also, please remember, while I'm a doctor, I am most definitely not your doctor. And this podcast is for education, not medical advice. So take what fits, leave what doesn't, and be gentle with yourself as you lead change without harm for your family.